I don't know you.
Well, bro, just
you don't go to people you don't know and say out of nowhere with a camera in their face.
Justin Bieber officially reached his breaking point last night in Malibu, and honestly, it wasn't surprising. Outside of New, one of those celebrity hotspots, paparazzi ambushed him hard, swarming like they had no sense of boundaries. And Justin wasn't having any of it. He told them point blank to back off, snapping at them right there on the sidewalk. The pressure on him lately has been brutal. 1 minute headlines claim he's enjoying fatherhood, maybe reconnecting with Hailey, and the next minute, it's like people think he's spiraling, possibly tied to that whole Diddy mess. Nobody really knows the truth about what's going on behind the scenes, but last night's clip made one thing clear. Justin is completely done with the circus.
I don't know you.
Well, bro, just
you don't go to people you don't know and say out of nowhere with a camera in their.
This wasn't some random paparazzi run-in either. It happened right at the exit of No, where celebrities get swarmed by cameras on a regular basis. Somehow the photographers knew he was there before dinner even ended, and they were ready to pounce. Just as he tried to leave, the whole situation erupted. That's how bad it's gotten for him. Rumors have even started swirling that Hailey might be considering conservatorship-type options for his protection. That's how serious the conversation is turning. But when you actually watch the clip about to come up, Justin doesn't look out of control. He looks like a guy pleading for his privacy. It's rough to see how little anyone around him seems to care. You can feel the frustration in his voice, but the cameras just keep flashing.
Don't.
Why?
Because I'm not your. We're not buddies.
For these paparazzi, it's just a twisted game. Like they're chasing some prize, forgetting that there's a human being on the other side of the lens. Meanwhile, Justin looks exhausted, like he's mentally drained from living his life in constant fear of being followed. He's standing there, trying to make his boundaries crystal clear, basically begging them to respect his space. His security team is doing everything possible, flashing lights in the photographers' faces, stepping between them and Justin, desperately trying to make the footage unusable. But they can't fully protect him in moments like that. And honestly, the vibe was tense. You could feel it in the air, thick and uncomfortable. Even random bystanders inside nearby cars were leaning out of windows trying to catch a glimpse, like it was some kind of wild scene unfolding on the street.
How you doing, Justin?
What's up? Don't get in front of my car.
Hey, back up. Private property. Doesn't matter.
How do you think it's going with you in my f***ing face? Get out of my face.
You are not on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk.
Stop
Get
asking
on.
me how it's going. Get out of here.
Get on the sidewalk.
You're not afraid to be recorded? Justin, you're not afraid to be recorded?
Set boundaries.
Dude.
You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to set boundaries. Don't do this. I'm a father of a son. No, I'm a father of a real kid. Exactly. Now you are. Don't act like you weren't 2 seconds ago. No, stop that. Stop. I'm a real dad with a real family. And you're really in front of my face. No. No. We're going to set boundaries here today. With all of you today.
It was pure street chaos. Just imagine, he can't go out for dinner without cameras in his face, strangers popping up like they've been tracking him all day. There's no escape, no breathing room. These photographers or whoever's sending them remain a mystery. And that's why Justin started demanding answers, literally asking, who's paying you to do this? It's not just annoyance anymore. It's fear, frustration, and confusion all mixed together. What hit the hardest was that Justin wasn't yelling or acting aggressive. He was just reminding them, I'm a father. I have a kid now. But it's like none of that mattered to them. They didn't see him as a person, just a payday with legs. He's been dealing with this pressure since he was a kid. And it's like no matter how much he's grown or how much he's changed, they won't let him live outside that old narrative of fame. Fame stripped away his privacy. And now, they won't even give him basic human respect.
See you guys. No, stop that. You don't get to talk to me today. No. He's my friend. He's my friend, bro. All of you guys are my friends. No. You're not gonna do this today. No, you don't get to ask me questions.
Why not?
Because you just don't.
Why?
Because I'm not your friend. We're not buddies.
Just say that.
You're on private property. No.
And really, how much are they even making off this? Is one blurry shot of Justin stumbling out of a restaurant really worth harassing someone like this? They're driving across the city like stalkers just to catch a few minutes of drama and flip it for profit. That's insane. Watching it play out, it didn't look like a celebrity moment. It felt more like a desperate cry for help. And the worst part? These photographers know exactly why he's upset. They know it's cruel. They say stuff like, it's part of being famous, as if that makes it okay. They don't even listen when he talks. They just scan the scene, eyes darting for better angles. Justin is out here speaking his truth, basically begging for a break, and to them, it's background noise. This isn't just about one uncomfortable night. Radar Online's been reporting on people close to him being seriously worried, especially after some of Justin's more concerning social media posts. Clearly, something deeper is going on here, and it's getting worse, not better. Remember that video from earlier this week? Same story. Fans tried to shrug it off, saying he's just tired from being a new dad, but honestly, it feels like no one's really listening anymore.
I'm a father, I'm a dad, I'm a father, I'm a dad.
I understand that.
And you guys are on private property in front of my car.
I understand.
No, you don't understand, or else you wouldn't be here.
Happy Father's Day,
I'm a
Justin.
dad. Don't say Happy Father's Day to me,
you're
because
a
I
dad.
don't know you.
Dad,
You're
you
a
just
dad.
said.
I don't know
You
you.
just said.
I don't know you.
Well, bro, just
You
ask
don't
me.
go to people you don't know and say out of nowhere with a camera in their face. You don't. You don't. No, you don't. You don't go to someone you don't know and you stick a camera in their face. You don't do that. You don't do that.
What are you, a celebrity?
Others online took it a step further, accusing Justin of being on something and begging him to check into rehab. And while all that noise swirls around him, people close to Hailey say she's barely keeping it together. The criticism aimed at her over Justin's behavior has been nonstop, and it's starting to wear her down. One insider even shared that she's completely overwhelmed right now, emotionally stretched thin, and struggling to balance it all. And let's be real, Justin isn't exactly helping the situation. Every time he makes another headline, it just piles more stress on her shoulders. From that weird silence on Mother's Day to the backlash from that controversial Vogue cover, the drama has been stacking up for months. And now, on top of juggling her skincare brand, raising a baby, and dealing with the media, Hailey's got a whole new challenge, managing the unpredictable storm that is her husband's public image.
I think this is a game.
No, we're working, man. It's all.
Exactly. At the expense of another human. And now you're laughing because you know it's true.
Of course I'm laughing because I'm working and you.
At the expense of another
you think we're
human
eating
being.
and all
Look,
this kind of
the
bro. We're
expense of
silent.
another human being. And you'll take this video out of context and you'll say Justin's lost his mind.
No, you're not lost your mind.
You're a cool guy.
Yeah, you are. You don't think that way. I don't think we're.
Just want to say Happy Father's Day to you, man.
So then say that.
We're saying now, and
No.
then I have to ask a question.
And then you get
have
so
the
mad.
camera.
And then you get so mad.
You
I
have
don't know
the
why.
camera.
That's what we do, bro. We
Yeah.
are working.
You're act-
You know the game. You know the game.
You see?
You know the
just
game.
said it's a game.
It's a game. Yeah, it is.
Why do you want to play a game?
We're
with
not
me?
playing game. You
You
are
just
working.
said
You're a
you know the
celebrity.
game. Why
And
would you
then
say
we
that
are
the game
celebrity.
is
We are photographer.
You have to understand that I'm not going to be backed into it.
And honestly, some folks are saying Justin's becoming a full-time job all by himself. This is exactly why A-list stars usually have whole teams of handlers, because even something as simple as a dinner run can turn into complete chaos. Wherever Justin goes, the circus follows. Now it's reached a point where legal experts are weighing in, saying that if things don't calm down soon, a conservatorship could be on the table. That's not a rumor. It's coming from people who know the system. Chimey Wright, a well-known California attorney, gave her take in a recent interview. She didn't sugarcoat it. If Justin's recent public behavior is as alarming as it seems, with strange social media rants and signs of emotional instability, then yes, a conservatorship could absolutely be considered. And just so we're clear, conservatorships in California are no joke. The court doesn't just hand them out lightly. They'd have to appoint someone, maybe Hailey, maybe someone totally separate, to take over his personal life, financial choices, or both. And no, this isn't something that happens just because of a few moody Instagram posts. Judges need rock-solid evidence, usually medical, before they'll even think about stepping in. Especially after what happened with Britney, nobody wants to make that mistake again.
Not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. I won't be backed into a corner. Not tonight. I love my nights. I love my evenings. I'm not going to be backed into a corner. Okay? So I need you guys to leave. You're going to take this video out of context. You're going to say I'm mad. I don't know who the f paying you to provoke me, but I'm not the one. Okay? Stop provoking me. I'm a real dad, a real husband, a real man. So don't do this to me. Okay? I'm not to be with. I don't know who's paying you to me and provoke me, but I'm not the one. I know the game, bro. It's a game, like you just said multiple times.
Even Jaime pointed that out herself, mentioning how the legal world is still feeling the aftermath of the Free Britney movement. Her exact words were, "Post-Britney, courts and the public are rightfully cautious about how conservatorships are handled. So the fact that anyone's even talking about this route for Justin shows just how worried people around him really are. Personally, I don't think Justin's at that point yet. He's emotional, sure, but he's not out here losing control. The guy's frustrated, burned out, and asking for the bare minimum, just to be treated like a person. And while some people online love to scream, he should just leave LA if he hates it so much, that's not fair either. Why should he have to give up his life, his career hub, just to find peace? That's not freedom. That's defeat. He deserves to exist without being ambushed. Remember how we all said, leave Britney alone? Same energy here. Leave Justin alone. And hey, if you're still here, I know you're about this life, so don't miss out. We post 2 celeb deep dives every day on No Filter, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Hit subscribe, smash that like button, and share this with your friends who live for the tea. Now tell me in the comments, is Justin just over it? Or is there something bigger happening here? Spill it. I want to hear what you really think.